The whole city seems to be in full swing for the holy festival. Roads, playgrounds, everything seems to be scattered with color. And even on this special day, Supriti is watching TV alone in her own room. Outside his house, everyone, from small children to adults, is playing with colors. Only she is sitting alone in his house. In fact, it would be wrong to call it the home of Supriti. This is her uncle's house. Her parents died in a car accident when she was very young. She has been living at her uncle's house ever since. Supriti has been completely different from all the other girls since she was little. And the main reason is to lose her parents at a very young age. Supriti can't accept the death of her parents in any way. She keeps trying to talk to her dead parents all the time. At this young age, she has tried to communicate with spirits many times. But she could not communicate with her parents in any way. Even on this special day of joy, Supriti seems to have no peace. Because the terrible pursuit she is going to pursue today is something she has never done before. And the main reason behind this horrible pursuit on this special day is today. Everyone will be tired of playing colors and making noise all day and will be fast asleep at night. And at that time, Supriti will be able to complete her work. The time on the clock is 3 o'clock at night, and there is no special sound coming from the surroundings. Only the call of some foxes and dogs is coming from afar. There is only one lamp burning in the street in front of Supriti's house, and everything seems to be in darkness. Only inside Supriti's room is the soft light of a candle burning. Supriti is standing in front of a big mirror, lighting a candle. Everyone in their house was deep asleep. She stood in front of the mirror with a special gesture and said, "Baby blue, blue baby, blue baby." She held her hands as if she were holding something in her hands. Just like we often hold small children. In the soft light inside the room, Supriti is looking at the mirror with one glance. Suddenly she noticed her reflection in the mirror, as if trembling. And the mirror breaks into a monstrous sound. At the same time, the candle goes out. In one town, there lived a girl named Daisy Blue. There she fell in love with a soldier, and a few days later they got married. Daisy Blue loved that soldier very much. They were spending their days very happily. After 1 year of marriage, their happiness doubles when they have a beautiful baby in their house. But for Daisy Blue, that happiness soon turned to sorrow. Shortly after giving birth, Daisy Blue's husband left to fight in a war. But she can't accept her husband's sudden entry into the war. She is very upset and thinks that her child is a misfortune. Because after her birth, Daisy's husband had to join the war. Daisy completely took care of her baby, and she herself became very weak thinking about her husband. Daisy's deep love for her husband caused her to break down emotionally. One day, Daisy gets the news that her husband has died in the war. Daisy was devastated by the news. At one point in the grief of her husband's death, she contracted a serious mental illness. One day, when she sees a picture of herself with her husband, Daisy gets very angry, breaks it in one fell swoop, and starts screaming. At the sound of glass breaking and Daisy's screams, the baby cried loudly. Then, with a piece of broken glass, Daisy kills her baby and commits suicide. From then on, when a man goes in front of a mirror alone at 3 o'clock at night, he seems to be holding a baby in his hand. Then a woman appears inside the mirror, and the man feels the weight of a baby in her hand. If the man throws the baby out of his hand in fear, the girl inside the mirror will kill him immediately. But if the man is not afraid, holding the child in his hand, he is able to convince the girl in the mirror that it is only her fault that the child and she have died. Then the future life of that man will be very happy, and his destiny will always be his help. Supriti's uncle aunt in the morning came to Supriti's room and was absolutely shocked. Supriti's frozen body is lying on the floor. No one but Supriti knew what had really happened to her.